right. Y'all ready?
Oh, I think so.
Let's do it. Welcome to the Sofa Kingdom Podcast with your hosts, Nelson.
Ian.
Ed.
Squad is here doing our thing. I tell you what, we're better men for not having watched Hocus Pocus 2. Am I right, guys? We've
seen it.
Am I right?
We've seen it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I still haven't seen it, and I don't plan on it.
Yeah. I mean, you're not really missing out. So
No. I'll read the crib notes.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we touched on it a little bit. I think the general consensus is it was.
A lot of people were
Not
very
happy.
disappointed. There's a lot of bad reviews.
Yeah. I went looking for a highlight reel. Lo and behold, there was none.
It's probably better than the Munsters, though.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even seen if there's any reviews.
I won't
of
do it. I won't
I'd
even
be
put it in the
hard
background.
pressed to find a worse made movie than the Munsters. And yes, I haven't seen it. The trailer was enough for me.
I feel like part of me wants to see it, like,
just
but
to see how bad it can be.
It's kind of like that thing where you drive by an accident and you look over, like you're not part of it. It's not a good thing, but you slow down, and you look to the right.
You know,
Like,
maybe
that's kind of what it is.
Can we set up like a mystery science theater version where like we watch it and talk shit about it at the same time?
We can.
I mean, it might be miserable though. The movie might suck that bad.
It might make it watchable for other people where it might not be otherwise watchable. So I mean,
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. They do that with Steven Seagal movies. There's actually quite a few channels that do that with his movies. So,
this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
so like you become legendary for how bad you are.
Yeah.
That's what this might be.
Maybe we can get like a personal invite to Rob Zombie's house afterwards.
Nah, not after the review. Maybe before.
Yeah, only never to be seen again.
Oh, yeah. I highly doubt we're gonna have a lot of positive things to say about it. I mean, just going off what I think. It's
Going off the
be.
trailer.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, the fact they just dropped it and they didn't say anything after that first trailer. It was just radio silence. They just put it out.
Yeah.
They had no more advertising, no nothing. They just like, it's a thing.
His agent was probably like, Rob,
Yeah,
Rob, we got to pull it. Rob, we have to send this straight to whatever streaming platform we're taking.
As depressing as that is, we do have something incredibly dope to look forward to, which is Deadpool 3.
Yes.
Now it's
Yeah.
coming out in 2024. That's the only
September
bad
of 2020.
thing about it.
Yeah.
But Hugh Jackman
Is Wolverine.
is coming back to reprise the role. I think it was a huge move on Marvel's part.
Do you think biggest Marvel movie of all time?
I think it definitely
It could
can
be.
be.
Potential.
I think it
Potential.
really, really can be. Especially
It could beat Endgame.
if they bring in a bigger X-Men cast. Imagine like that's how they're like, you know, this is how we're gonna bring in the mutants. Not only is it Wolverine and
Is
Deadpool,
Patrick Stewart going to be part of it? Patrick Stewart going to be part of it?
is he still gonna be alive by then?
Let's hope so.
I don't know.
But he's been like 90 since the 40s, so I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's
Brolin's going to be in it too.
That's
He's gotta be Cable.
that is one of the things that's kind of difficult because like Magneto's backstory is so strong,
right?
but the older he gets, the harder it is to continue that backstory because it has a real life event, the Holocaust.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the further back that gets, the older his character has to be in modern day.
Right. That makes sense. But they've already cast a Magneto
You're gonna be
from
pushing
like the
100
Days
soon.
of Future
Yeah.
Past. No, from the Days of Future Past, right?
Yeah.
By the time they do another Marvel movie with the X-Men in it, he'll probably be 90.
Yeah.
I
He'll need to
mean,
be 200 soon.
Yeah,
I mean,
he'll be old
I mean,
enough.
they could pull a bunch of the people that they already have cast and used.
Yeah.
But I think they may lean away from some of that. I mean, some of those characters have gone on to be doing other things at this point.
You don't really even need to tie into like the traditional X-Men. There's so many mutants from the X-Men that have come and gone that they really didn't explore properly. Gambit, please give us the real Rogue.
We have a Captain Marvel, and if they don't mind,
Killer,
not
and bring in Rogue.
Not
I'm
sad
down.
Goth Rogue?
Not sad. Bucktooth, Goth,
Oh my God.
Rogue. That cap is hard, sir.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best casting.
No, it wasn't. And
For as good as you did with Storm and Wolverine, you kind of shit the bed.
you nerf one of the strongest mutants, X-Men of all time.
You make her a sad goth girl that can't be kissed.
Come on, man. And you don't have Gambit. no, come on, share. You know what I mean? Like
they tried to put him in. They tried to put him in that god awful Wolverine.
They were gonna make Channing Tatum Gambit.
Yeah, there was a lot of talks of that.
But there was a Gambit, wasn't there? There was a Gambit in one of the Wolverine movies. It was the same shitty one that Ryan Reynolds played.
I want to say I remember that happening, but to be honest, it's real fuzzy.
A while ago. Yeah, I remember
it was the movie. Was that? Yeah, the same movie.
Yeah,
same exact movie.
Yeah.
Was it a cut scene? I think perhaps. I don't know if it made it in the actual.
I'm gonna have to do a deep dive real quick.
Yeah,
but I think it was the same shitty movie that that Ryan Reynolds played that god awful Deadpool.
So
when he killed.
The origins.
Yeah, the Wolverine origins.
It was like X-Men Origins Wolverine.
It wasn't.
Like
it was
not
good.
It was not good.
No.
I did like that's not the same one where he fought the Yakuza, right?
No, that was Wolverine. Oh my god.
That's that's a different one.
That's a different one. That one I liked. I didn't hate it. I mean, the ending could have been better with the Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
But the bulk of the movie, the whole like lead into the ending was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like almost like a feudal Japan style versus Wolverine. He kind of fits in there really well.
Well, he has a lot of story in there. He was a samurai at one point because the one of the things about Wolverine is he's lived so long that he's had so many lives that he has so much backstory.
Taylor Kitsch played Gambit in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Super brief.
But not French. He's Canadian. He's not French.
All right.
So not the same thing. Not the same thing.
He's not really Cajun.
No, we've never had the correct Gambit.
Yeah. I definitely, and he's a cool character because he's not quite bad, not quite.
Is
he's
Steven
a thief.
Seagal from New Orleans, or
they could make Steven Seagal Gambit.
Ooh,
they can make him Mojo.
Just give him a staff, you know,
in his current form. No aesthetics, nothing. Just you're a Mojo, bitch. I'd be down to see a really good revamping of the X-Men, and like, here's the story I need to see. Bring in Jubilee, do like an X-Men 97 versus the older Sentinels, where it's a balanced fight, right?
Did they bring the Sentinels in?
They did, but those were like OP Sentinels,
Tyrion
bro.
Lannister?
Yeah, man. Those Sentinels were like next gen.
They were like the Sentinels from Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, they're like, we steal your ability, and then we hit you back with it. It's like, what the fuck? What kind of technology is this shit? Like,
that's some spooky Sentinels, though, right?
Yeah. I'd like to see even like a Bishop come into play. You know, we already got Cable. Like, I liked Domino.
Idris Elba.
For Cable?
For Bishop.
For Bishop.
I
think Method Man.
Method Man?
Bro, I've seen some pictures.
Is he buffed I've
seen some pictures.
Have you not seen?
No.
Oh, he's got big.
Huge fan of Marvel.
Busta Rhymes is huge. He can be Bishop.
I mean, that's a different kind of huge, but he did lose weight. I mean, Idris Elba, I think he's just, he could do it, but I don't know. Bishop is kind of gruff. He's more gruff. Like, Idris Elba's got more of a regal, like a 007 vibe to him. You know what I mean?
They were saying that. They were saying he was a candidate for that.
They were, and I'd be down for that. I like him as an actor. I can see him playing the role. It's
a big commitment, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a man.
Usually when you're 007, it's the only movie you're doing for however many years you're contracted for.
Yeah.
Do they make that much money, though, those 007
I think
movies?
it's the production and the turnaround is what it ends up being.
Daniel Craig probably made a shit ton, especially for that last one.
Yeah.
Man, but he hated it. Because at the end of like every movie, like, this is the last one. But they hit that money on the table. He's like, I got one more.
Okay, this is the last one.
Fine.
Yeah, kind of like the Spider-Man kid. I'm not doing another Spider-Man movie.
And they throw money at it.
Yeah, and that's the same shit they had to do to Hugh Jackman. Yeah. But again, what an intelligent move, because everybody, the general conversation is Marvel is dying, right?
What big thing have you seen Hugh Jackman in since Wolverine?
Crickets.
Greatest Showman.
Crickets.
Chris Evans.
Knives Out.
Crickets.
And wasn't he in The Gray Man?
Robert Downey Jr.
The Judge.
Sherlock Holmes.
I think.
Wait, Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. They haven't exactly gone anywhere and done anything remotely as big as Marvel.
Right, but the thing is, too, is like they didn't really pick like award-winning roles. Like if you're like, I can't play Wolverine right now. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be wish list Dumbo. Let's do The Greatest Showman. You know what I mean? Like we don't need that shit. You know, like and how many Dr. Dolittle movies didn't we need in the first place?
All of them.
The first one, the original one was Eddie Murphy, right?
No, I think the original one was the guy that used to dance a lot with Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, he might have been same thing like with Nutty Professor, where all those movies were being redone.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I really think that's where
I know Robert Downey did the recent one. Before him, it was Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess before that, you're right. It might have been.
Yeah, it's
Jerry
not.
Lewis.
They're not. You know,
not my cup of tea. It's not my fucking cup of tea.
They're forgettable.
1967 was when the first Dr. Dolittle came out.
And it was who played
And
it?
it was Rex Harrison, Anthony Newley, and Samantha Egar.
Nah, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah,
Pass.
I don't know any of these motherfuckers. This is like
I don't even know if you guys could vote.
Gone with the Wind shit. Yeah, I don't know if we could drink in water. I don't know if we could drink in the same water fountain when this movie came out.
We probably couldn't have this podcast.
Vote. Yeah,
there's no way that would
back when Puff the Magic Dragon was a symbol for weed smoke and shit. You know what I mean? Like he still is though, right? Yeah,
I think yeah.
Let's Puff that.
It was
Magic
a song
Dragon.
too, right?
Yeah,
there is a comedian, Piff the Magic Dragon.
He is actually
he's pretty
really funny. He's sarcastic
Yeah.
as shit, and he does magic.
He does magic and comedy.
Well, I think
he does a show
if
in
your
Vegas.
name is Piff the Magic Dragon, you have to have some magic under your sleeve.
He does wear a dragon costume the whole time.
He does,
Oh my God.
and he has a very tiny dog that's his sidekick / assistant.
This is ridiculous.
And he makes it work.
I
Sounds
will look
ridiculous.
this up after the show.
All right. I mean,
He was on Penn and Teller. He's
Really?
worth watching. Yeah.
yeah. And I did put you guys on to a show today, and I think you guys are probably going to continue to watch it.
Maybe I've heard
It's
about it.
an older show.
Yeah.
It's called Letterkenny. It's Canadian humor.
Is it still up to date? Like,
It's
is it
good. There's
like-
8 seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So
And when was the last one released?
yeah.
All right.
In American time or Canadian time?
Canadian time.
Canadian time. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to look that up. Carry,
I have a couple.
carry
Canadian,
the one.
I have a couple Canadian friends I can reach out to.
Plus 0. Carry the one again.
That first one didn't have any references that really would matter at all to timeline.
No,
so.
it was just ridiculousness.
Yeah, it's kind of like
They talked about
Family
Tinder.
Guy.
It kind of be that recent because Tinder.
they Tinder and
Tinder's not that old.
and Grindr were in there as well.
How old's Grindr, Nelson?
Well, okay, so there are actually 11 seasons. I have no fucking clue, and it started in 2016, so it's a relatively new
and if
show.
there's 8 seasons, it's up to date.
No, there's 10 on its way to 11.
So they're dropping
So
like
it's still being filmed.
Oh, so it's still being filmed.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the emo kids look all like Gerard from My Chemical Romance,
Okay,
which
so,
was
yeah.
hilarious.
Well, My Chemical Romance is like the gold standard. Of,
Yeah.
Gold standard.
Yeah, that's emo plus.
Yes,
like,
that's the
yeah.
Mecca. That's the emo Led Zeppelin right there. That's doesn't get any greater than that.
My favorite emos were the emos in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Those were real emos.
The cornfield emos.
Yeah, yeah. Because the ones in Brooklyn, when I lived in Brooklyn, they were more like metalheads. They weren't like emos.
Yeah.
The real emos is when I moved to Pennsylvania. I was like, these are
seasonal depression.
these are
Yeah.
corn-fed emos, like
they're
God intended.
They're drawing pentagrams in the middle of the field. Yep.
Lots of UFO pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, lots of baggy pants with chains on them.
Yeah, plenty of straps. All the
definitely
straps.
had a whole summer of that. I was like, I'm a raver, bro. Whoop, whoop,
I had a thing for goth
glow
chicks
sticks,
for a while.
glow sticks.
It was like a middle school phase. Middle school, early high school phase. I like goth chicks, man.
Yeah.
It was
And we all go through a phase.
It was the bangs and the eyeliner. That's
It was
what
it was coming in right at the end of high school there for me. So
Yeah.
you're
lucky you missed it.
No, he was a skater. Bro, he was a
I still
skater.
have the scars.
He was a skater. You stopped the scars. Tell me more.
They're on my pelvis.
Tell me less. I'm good.
God bless them.
Yeah.
God bless them and all their daddy issues.
Okay, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. What do you guys? We're all caught up on Game of Thrones.
Nope, HBO was not working for me.
What the fuck?
It kept,
Damn it.
it
Okay.
let me watch everything else, but actual House of the Dragon, it just kept freezing and shutting down. But everything else I've been able to watch.
Everybody else must have been watching it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
crashing it.
Yeah. I wait for like 8:59. I'm sitting on my couch, popcorn, got my wine. I'm like,
sacrificial goat.
The sacrificial. Yeah, that's about 20 minutes before though. Yeah, you got to clean the blood up. You don't want it to stain any of the tile in the house. Yeah,
depends if you have those nice alpaca rubs.
That's probably why it's not working for me. He's making sure it works for him.
That's right.
If you're not donating to the gods, you're not going to watch the show, sir.
Make the sacrifice, yeah.
So I'm going to say this without throwing spoilers.
Go right ahead. It's all good.
There was a point in the show where I'm like, man, what are they doing? Like, some of it was just a little boring in the beginning, but then it really picked up.
It was a tense wedding.
Yeah. But I'm kind of sick of births. Weddings, like I want to see some fucking fighting.
Actually, it was a funeral. It was a funeral.
Yeah, I want to see some war though. Like, don't you want to see some like legit?
I feel like after this episode, it kind of set the stage for a big civil war.
I'm
like
hoping
a big
so.
division in.
Like I said, they had a huge opportunity in the episode where they were dealing with the Crab Man, and they didn't seize it. They didn't even give you much of a fight with him, other than, granted, the fight they gave you, excellent.
Dope.
But they had plenty of other. Time in there, they could have done a whole episode dealing with war with it, and they gave you just like,
I want more violence.
What they did do was they made one of the kids relevant. I mean,
I
have a new like standout character. Like besides for Damon, kid Aemond is my favorite character now.
Yeah,
is that the kid that's being played by David Tennant's son?
Maybe he's the kid that was bullied. Did you see the last episode?
No.
HBO
has decided I'm not allowed to watch House of the Dragon.
So one of the
never mind.
One of
they
the
pick
brothers.
on the one kid. The one kid, they dress a pig up with wings and they say that's his dragon. Like they fuck with this kid.
Right, the kid that can't get a dragon.
Yes. Well, this kid in this latest episode, he stakes his claim. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
he stakes his claim.
Yeah, he does. And you know what? Good for him. He's like, the trade-off was fair. I was like, that's a motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah. As an actor, you're coming into a show and you're like, I might only get 4 episodes before they fucking age me out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what? That actress is going to go on and be in so many different things. Because even if you only have
the young Rhaenyra,
even if you only have those 4 episodes, she shined in those 4 episodes, and she's only 22 in real life. So I mean, like, she's got a career ahead.
Thankfully,
of her,
she's
sure.
18. That's all I have to say.
No, she's 22 in real life.
Well, that's good.
Oh yeah,
that's what I mean. Like, it's good. It's good.
That's good. He's like, shoo.
Because like for a second there, I didn't know. Like when HBO, I was like, "What are you doing, HBO? What the fuck are you doing, HBO? What are you doing?
You need to stop.
I know you're progressive and left, but what are you doing, HBO? This is too far left.
You just made millions of people complicit. Yeah. What is going on?
HBO, I'm going to need you to step to the right. To the right more. To the right. Please. A little more conservative.
We're going to have to pick you out of a lineup.
Good God.
Take a seat, HBO.
Show me on the doll where HBO hurt you. This is ridiculous.
Everywhere. So, especially if you watch The Watchmen.
Yeah. You won't see any of this on Amazon Prime.
Fuck no.
They would never do this.
No, but the last episode, in the beginning, I was like, man, you know, I still feel like it needs to open up the world more, maybe a little more fighting. It did end on a really high note, so I enjoyed that. But like, I hope that the new formula isn't like build up to the end of the season to have this big payoff. Because what I liked about the original Game of Thrones series is that it felt like almost every episode had left you with a feeling of like, I can't wait till the next episode.
I hope
you mean
they
like
piss
Rings
everybody
of
off.
Power?
Goddamn right. Listen, Rings of Power can do no wrong by me right now.
Hey, Amazon's been working for me perfectly.
It started rough though.
Right?
It started rough. I fell asleep in the first couple of Lord of the Rings.
Book of Boba Fett? It did Book of Boba Fett you until the Mandalorian
It did
came
Book
in?
of Boba Fett me because it picked up.
Yeah.
Like the last episode, like battles in the towns.
Yep.
I was like,
That
okay,
shit
this
was
is
dope
better.
as
This
The elves for me are the most interesting characters they have.
I thought the orcs were dumb as fuck at first. Like one, you obviously walked into an ambush. Spoiler alert. At the
Multiple
keep.
times.
You walked in, and then you went into the town again. I'm like, how the fuck do you not know you're about to get ambushed? But then they double crossed them. It was an ambush on an ambush. I was like, all right, okay.
But you know what it is?
They were fucked to that Newman
It's not even necessarily that we're dumb, but they are willingly being just human meat
pawns.
shields.
They're human pawns.
They are orcs. That's what they do.
They are just being numbers. Dad said go over here.
Right.
Hey, nobody ever picked an orc in a video game and went for intelligent build. They never did. If you pick an orc, you know what time it is.
Yeah, nobody. I'm going to go delete my wizard orc.
Why would you pick an orc mage?
I mean, I was wondering why it took like 10 months for him to cast the first spell, but all right, might be an intelligence thing.
There's one orc mage in the Warcraft lore, and that's it.
Yes.
That's fucking it.
And
I forget his name. What the fuck's his
isn't
name?
he a badass?
He
Chieftain.
is. He is. He was in the movie too. He was like the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of his name. I'm trying to think of his fucking name.
Because when you're the one smart orc out of millions of orcs, you're like, you know what? I'm going to be evil.
Gul'dan. Gul'dan is his name. Yes.
Golden Dan.
Gul'dan. Yes. Golden Daniel.
How did Golden Dan get that name?
I don't know. He was born a sickly orc, and then he gave his soul to the demons, and now he's got magical powers. That's the only orc mage I know.
There you go. Just sell your soul to the
Has
devil.
nothing to do with a visit to R. Kelly's ranch.
Nothing to do with it.
No golden showers.
Yes. No golden showers for Golden Dan.
All right.
No. That's not how it goes.
Spoil my fun, why don't you?
Jesus.
Yeah. So, I mean, Lord of the Rings, fucking loving it, man. And I feel like this show is getting better and better. Now, how many episodes are they saying for the first season?
I'm not sure.
I hope it just doesn't end. I hope Jeff Bezos just runs the show in perpetuity once a week. Keep dropping
That's
going
to take Jeff Bezos' money, though.
That's okay. He's got it to spare.
Well, if he's directly involved, then maybe.
I mean, really, the only lull part is the Hobbits. Mm-hmm. But I feel like they're really building them to be something bigger.
They got possibly Gandalf walking around with them.
I think
and those creepy dudes are going to come after Gandalf.
Yeah. That's their purpose, though. Their purpose is they are the long game. The Hobbits have always been the long game. You've got the fighting, the wars, the killing, the wizards, and then Hobbits are walking. Hobbits are walking.
Some little furry-footed bastard with a magical artifact. Please let me get to the volcano.
That's it.
Please.
That's it. You know. So
now that there's Mount Doom. Spoiler alert.
Bro, it had to be Mount Doom. I agree.
Now we can forge the rings. Now we can forge the rings of power.
Everybody's saying that's clearly Mount Doom.
Yeah, and it was dope. It was like
the orcs were saying Udun.
Yeah. And the orcs are like, we lost, but did we?
Yeah.
That was the biggest slap in the face. No.
I don't think they did. No. Who's going to be left alive after that pyroclastic flow is done?
Yeah, bro.
Like, we saw Galadriel moving around, but how many of the Numenorians are still walking? That's bad for your lungs. It's bad for your skin.
Bad for your skin. One thing is that they didn't send all 5 ships because they lost some. So at least we know they didn't send all their soldiers, but we do know eventually what happens to their little island.
Yeah, eventually.
All right, so Arondir, is that his name? The elf Ismael Cruz Cordova.
Okay, yeah.
Arondir, bro. I don't know. He's
the dark-skinned elf.
He's on par with Legolas right now.
Yeah.
Man.
He's getting there, bro.
I don't know.
Legolas
I'm enjoying his
more
character.
skilled.
First of all, it's Legolas. Mr. Henry Cavill over here.
Legolas is more skilled fighter.
Do not ask.
Hands down.
About to say, because an orc, a regular big orc in the town, was whooping Arondir's ass.
Well, definitely.
The motherfucker's got heart.
Archer-wise,
Archer-wise,
Legolas has him beat.
100%. No.
Even in close combat.
I think all together a better fighter.
Legolas defeated Bolg, son of Azog the Defiler, in single combat.
He's a motherfucker. Okay.
All right. Okay.
But the new elf, he has heart.
He's got heart.
Doesn't quit. Like, he gave everything he had to try to kill that orc.
You know who else has heart? Forrest Griffin. And still whooped his ass. You can throw all the heart in the world at a better fighter and you're going to lose.
Okay.
I have heart. I'm not going to get in the ring tomorrow and beat Canelo Alvarez. You know? He'll say that about me. Ian had heart as I'm fucking bleeding out of every orifice on the mat.
That's what they'll put on your tombstone. Yeah. Ian had heart.
He had heart. Yeah. ... Right there. So yes, Arondir has heart, but he's no Legolas of Lorien.
No.
He is no Legolas of Lorien.
But what I'm saying is, like, legacy-wise, like, he's up there. Like, I feel like he's building his like he'll get into a better fighter.
He's a good character.
Yes, he's a very good character, and those people in that village would have been extra crispy fucked without him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's a little bit early.
Okay, all right. You know what? After what you said,
I'm just
I
saying.
have to agree.
I'm just saying. I like him too. I like him as a character too. I just don't think we can.
I take it back. He's still.
Who I don't like is Elrond, aka Nutsack Forehead. I don't like him. I think they picked a bad character to play Elrond.
Hubbard.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I hope he develops. But the actor they picked, I'm not.
But is it just the appearance that's throwing you off?
Like, how did he get older thousands of years ago? How did you age backwards? Come on. I was fine with Gilgalad, the head king of the elves. I was fine with that casting. He looks like an elf.
Yeah,
this dude looks like a pervert. He looks like he'd fucking be hanging out and partying with Ezra Miller.
But to be fair, his interactions with the dwarf
is fantastic.
Durin.
Yeah, they do.
I love Durin and I love his wife. His wife may be one of my favorite cast.
She's fucking hilarious.
She can do no wrong.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on her name right now, but that woman can do no wrong.
Yeah.
They couldn't have cast a better character as his wife.
I gotta look up her.
I'm so fucking happy with her.
I'm awful with all of their names.
Disa?
Yes. She's a fantastic
my favorite cast. Besides for
actress.
Galadriel, that's the best cast.
I thought that was him. Oren. Okay.
What?
Joseph Maui or Maul? Joseph Maul?
Who's the dude they picked to play Adar? Like the lead I guess he's supposed to be he's supposed to be an orc or an elf that was twisted by dark magic.
He's one of the first elves that got turned into orcs.
He keeps
Owen.
Yeah, he keeps correcting
Oren.
He keeps correcting Galadriel and saying Uruk.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're not. Like, orc is a racist term.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, he looks.
He's good. Like, y'all motherfuckers ain't woke
for having black blood.
400 BC.
I really did enjoy the way he kept correcting.
I did enjoy that. Yeah, I did too.
He's just a smug motherfucker.
It was so very elvish to keep correcting her with what it is.
For having black blood and being an Uruk, he looks great. He looks great. I mean, for being twisted by dark magic, he still looks elven.
But who's he getting laid with? I haven't seen one female orc yet.
They probably out there, but like you said before on earlier episode, you don't want to tag orc pussy. You don't want to do it.
There's got to be a dark elf floating around somewhere like him.
Yeah.
But then again, how do orcs even procreate? They were created by dark magic in the first place.
Yes, and he did say to the other elf, the blonde lady, Galadriel, like, oh, you too have dabbled like in the dark.
He let her spin her rhetoric about wiping them out. He says, "Oh, it seems like I wasn't the only."
Yeah, he was like, "You're evil too, bitch."
And I want to know what he did. He must have did some shit to what the hell's his name? The new king, the human dude with the bag that everyone. He's the king of the Southlands now.
His
name starts with an H. Halbrand.
Halbrand. Yeah.
He did something to him. He wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
And Galadriel stopped him, but then he ended up stopping Galadriel.
Yeah.
They both tried to off this man.
Yeah.
So nobody likes Adar right now. Nobody.
I'm looking.
He's not very.
Halbrand.
Halbrand.
Yeah. He looks like a fucked up Seth Rogen, right?
Well, I liked his little maneuver. I like his little maneuver to trip up the horse.
Yeah,
I like how they were nice to the human rights people and they had the horse get up.
They had the horse get up and clearly walk away super clean. Yeah,
I'm like in real life, those legs are busted as shit.
Yeah, in real life, that horse is glue.
Deader than fuck.
Glue? They don't have Elmer's companies back then, sir.
They do it with elven magic.
It would have been horse meat. That would have been dinner for the week.
For
That's
the orcs.
What that would have.
Without doubt, the orcs.
Oh yeah.
The orcs are going to eat that horse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like both shows. Both shows are neck and neck right now.
Neck and neck.
Neck and neck for me.
I'm still Lord of the Rings, man. It's the other show is still good.
If I had to go, I'd go House of the Dragon just because of the. I don't know, man. It's just I'm into the political intrigue. I'm into it now.
All right, so then you must love Andor because you love political intrigue.
It got better. It got better in the last episode, but no, I don't love it yet. I'm sorry. It's gonna take tomorrow night. It's gonna take something.
It's gonna take something big.
They got to do something good with this next one to
make me care.
People in.
Yeah, to carry it more.
They've saved it by actually giving it a plot.
Right.
Okay, we're trying to take a lot of fucking money from the Empire. It's going to cripple them economically temporarily.
Right. I almost feel like I wish they would have got him off the planet in one episode.
Not drag it out into 3 so no one gives a shit.
Just get him off that planet and and then or at least in those 3, show him being more skilled in terms of espionage and everything else like that.
But these are origin stories.
I know, but
they're trying to establish.
The idea is he's supposed to have been running his whole life. They could have been doing for those 3 episodes flashbacks of him doing work with the lady and the robot. and really establishing like, no, this is what he does.
They started the show so good. They made me care about him. I was like, this is a Mass Effect bar. I love this layout.
Yep.
He headbutted a man and killed him. I was like, I love this guy. And then I found out, he's doing it for his sister, who supposedly is doing some kind of secret sex work or something, and he's trying to get her out of it. Okay, you develop a good character. But then you take him back to his junk hole planet, and you're like, he owes everybody money.
Yep.
Oh, he's got a shitty attitude about everything. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's how you make me not care about Cassian Andor.
Yeah.
And then for 2 episodes, I barely could keep my eyes open. You brought in Skarsgård's dad. Still didn't tell me who the fuck he was.
What they can do to save the show.
I'm like, come on, guys.
It's
You're
pretty
Boba
simple.
Fetting it.
Yeah.
You're Boba Fetting it.
It's pretty simple. Bring in the Mandalorian
Where's
again.
the back to tank?
Bring in the Mandalorian.
Bring in the back to tank.
Bring in Baby Grogu.
Bring in the big black
Bring
Wookiee.
in
Chrysanthemum.
I was getting there.
Chrysanthemum is his name. Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan. Bring in Kyrgyzstan.
Bring in the people of Kyrgyzstan.
Bring in the lady with the afro and the perm. Bring in her with her little droids.
Bring in that lady that fucks Jawas.
Bring in the Jawa
Bring in
fucker.
the Jawa fucker. Have her just walk out.
Oh my God! Spoiler alert! But she is dating Chrysanthemum now. You know that, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's dating Chrysanthemum.
Wait, she's dating the big Wookiee?
Yeah, the Jawa fucker is now dating the Wookiee.
How is that?
I don't know,
Is
but
that
it would
canon?
be great if that's how
canon? I
the
was
next
like, is that
season
canon?
started off with like just a small wedding ending and it's her and the Wookiee. I'd be like, this is.
Would you rather
fucking
watch
everything.
a spin-off show with that lady and Chrysanthemum or with Wongers and his girlfriend?
Wongers, come on, that's
Yeah,
Wong.
Wong
Okay,
is great.
All right, if we're jumping into She-Hulk,
What the hell was her name again? What's her name? Something with like oh my god, it's something with a Y, but he's not where you think it is. What the hell is her name? Oh my god, that lady was awesome. They made me give a shit about this Woo girl. I was like, I cannot believe I care about her.
Yeah.
But I was all about her dating Wong because it was like, she's integrating him into the world.
Oh yeah, oh, God,
What's her name?
damn it. I'm looking.
Nelson's failing on the search.
Okay, something
Yeah,
with
no,
a Y.
I'm
Something
looking.
with a Y, but not where you think
It's not Lulu.
It's not Lulu.
It's definitely not Lulu.
What were you about to say about She-Hulk?
Is Mr. What's his name that doesn't die?
Oh,
Dude, jumps off
He
the
was so perfectly cast.
the way he just he has such a oddly slightly smug attitude, and then he just jumps out the window. Like I don't like confrontation.
Didn't the last
The Retreat. It was the,
The
last
Retreat was the last
episode.
the last
Yes.
one, yeah, and the guy took her DNA, the real nice Asian dude she was dating.
Yeah.
And but how did he get the DNA that way?
Well, it looks like he might have drugged her.
I think
Correct.
they got to get into that because how did he get the DNA?
Yeah,
I had
because
some questions.
didn't the symbol show like a poison thing, a drink, and then a little needle with which would have been like him taking her blood.
Well, I know they tried
So-
to stab her in the one episode, but they couldn't get through the Hulk skin.
Yeah. So it seems like he might have drugged her to get a sample of blood.
Yes.
Medicine, right?
Yeah.
Madison.
Took me a minute, but I got there.
Madison with a Y, but not where you think it is.
Right. Madison with a Y. But no, what I really loved was not the third, the fourth, the fifth-rate cast of villains that Abomination was hanging out with. The Porcupine, Wrecker,
Yep.
Thunderbolt, like they had Manbull,
Yeah.
El
Manbull was
Aguila.
It's like
Manbull was great.
super old school,
Oh, man.
deep cut character.
And I respect that the Abomination isn't transforming. He's
No, he's
literally-
doing his thing.
He's doing his.
Like, and he's selling it. He's like, we're here for the retreat, baby. I got this.
Tim Roth is an excellent actor.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the fact
Yes.
that he's doing this is great.
But what they did establish also is that
was in
they
Pulp
are
Fiction.
mutants.
They are.
They are saying that they're mutants, like Manbull, Porcupine. They're showing them. So
yeah,
they're
they're
bringing
making
more mutants.
Yeah, they
into
are
the
making it
fold.
look like they are mutants, except for the Wrecking Crew. They had stole some Asgardian tools.
Yeah. But they are trying to bring them more into the fold as they are with like Deadpool,
Yep.
Wolverine.
Yep.
So even Kamala from
Got Neymar coming up here
yeah.
soon. Kamala Khan. They turned
Kamala
it to
Khan.
Yeah, the trailer came out. The
the
actual
proper
trailer for
origin
Wakanda
she was
Forever.
supposed to have.
Dude, it's
being a
looking
mutant.
good.
It is. You can confirm Ironheart now. She's in the
Yeah.
trailer.
Oh
flying
yes.
around.
Even Namor. It was weird that they decided to go with like the Icarus wing.
The Aztec.
Yeah,
Aztec,
like they had the little wing
Yeah.
feet.
They refer to him as Koldal Khan, which is a Mortal Kombat character. I was like, I'm down for this. I'm down for this.
It is some like Aztec god, is what they are referring
serpent
to.
God
now was
deal.
Namor? I know who Prince Namor is, the Submariner. I remember the old comics and the old TV show Stan Lee was a part of, the animated one. But is he actually based off like an Atlantean, Caribbean? Like
like an Aztec Mexican style of Atlantis, yes. Because at some point, like there have been many...
I remember the green like bikini bottom.
Yeah, the green,
like,
the green tights.
The wings on the ankles. Yeah. I remember that. I do remember that.
So I mean, they're going with it. I mean, it looks good. They are going with that Aztec route, and I think that they should. And Wakanda and Namor in the city of Atlantis have clashed in the comics in the past.
It's amazing how Marvel does that. Like, Marvel has the Wakandans fight the Atlanteans, whereas in DC, it's always the fucking Amazonians fighting the Atlanteans.
Yes.
So there's always, like, they leave us alone. Like,
because they're like... we're peons compared to the type of power that they have and Wakanda has. And there might be something directly tying them into. We were watching a trailer earlier today, and they were saying that in the Infinity War Endgame, there was a part where one of the ladies from Wakanda was like, oh, there's some heavy seismic activity.
Oh, she mentioned
an earthquake underneath
underwater
Wakanda. And that's like a little tip of the hat to like, oh, the Atlanteans are coming.
How are they under them? It's like underwater cave or something?
I mean, that's where the water is. It's land, water.
I guess they're gonna have to give us...
aren't floating now.
They're gonna have to give us some kind of explanation. But it sounds like
damn it.
his
Don't you fucking do that to me, you son of a bitch. It goes land, water. No, it doesn't.
Air.
It goes land, lava, land,
space.
Have you not played Minecraft?
God damn it. Like the continents are fucking air mattresses just floating on the goddamn water.
He's like, fuck you, Nelson. Fuck you.
The center of the earth is water. Like, no.
So the birds and the bees go like this.
Flat earth.
I mean, if you believe in flat earth at this day and age, you're a fucking moron.
There are many of them, believe it or not.
My favorite flat earth video is a guy trying to prove flat earth and proving that the earth is round, and him being confused by his experiment, like, no, I should be seeing the light here. He's like, no, at 17 feet, light is 17 feet, raise it up. Okay,
right.
Now you should hold it at this height. No, I'm not seeing it. Raise it up again, and it's just like, it's not computing that, no, sir, your experiment is correct. You proved the earth is round.
It's a sphere.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
We knew that, but thank you.
You saved us a lot of money in research.
Yeah. You could just looked up and looked at the shadow on the moon and realized, hey, fucking sphere, whatever. But, hey.
That was a fake movie made by the CIA, bro.
That's right, yeah.
CIA
they did it right before they did 9/11.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
They're leaning right into the mutants. Namor's a mutant. It sounds like his cronies, whoever's working with him, are also going to be mutants as well. So
I wonder if Atlantis has like the weird, like in Marvel, if it has the weird people hovering around like the Atlanteans in DC do. Because I get lost with all the Atlanteans in DC. Like the one of them I know has like a bug helmet.
Yeah, Mantis.
The thing is,
Mantis.
Atlantis in general is used in so many places and has so many varied stories because everyone takes it because of its mythical nature that it lends itself to being able to make a story.
I mean, look, the Snorks were in Atlantis.
Yeah.
The Little Mermaid.
They were in Atlantis.
The Little Mermaid was in Atlantis.
Yes, they were.
El Dorado went after Atlantis, right?
Yep. Yeah, they did. They did.
City of Gold. It always falls on where it was.
Pretty popular mythological place.
Yeah, I think it's dope. It's one of those.
Did it ever exist?
I would tend to say yes.
You think
because I want it to exist, like aliens. Like, yes.
I think aliens
are
real.
Proof.
I think they're real. I just don't think they come here every week and butt fuck a redneck. I don't think that happens. I don't think it happens.
I mean, you only need to do that once in their defense. They're like, I don't know, party's over, guys.
Why are all these UFO sightings in these counties that are full of meth? Why?
I mean, there have been several mythical cities, even cities from the Bible that that people thought were fake that they eventually found, especially with satellite imagery now. They're finding pyramids
Sodom and Gomorrah?
and cities all over the place that they didn't know where they were. There's some places in the Amazon that they thought were like mountains, and it turns out, no, that's a fucking giant pyramid, and we just didn't know. And so we were able to scan from the air and really take a look.
I do find it weird that like all these different continents have similar building structures.
Yes.
Like you find pyramids in South America, Central America, like with the Aztecs, the Mayans.
Yep.
And then you go to like Egypt and Africa, you'll find pyramids. And then you go to Cambodia and Southeast Asia, you find fucking pyramids. And like, what's going on?
So do you think that the first people that built the pyramids were the first Jehovah's Witnesses?
Maybe.
They're like, get in some boats.
Very dedicated.
What if?
Get these pyramids over there.
What if these pyramids
and you
are
built
places
some
for
goddamn
ships to land?
pyramids?
Hear me out. What if these pyramids are
Stargate.
That's from Stargate.
That is the whole premise of Stargate, and which is why I watched every single fucking
the pyramids
episode.
were landing pads.
Oh my
it's
God,
a pretty good place to land.
I'm down.
Bring
them back. Bring them back.
And how did those big heads get on that island in Easter Island?
I don't know. How did this big head get through the door?
Maybe the same way. I don't know.
Yeah, sideways. So
there's all kinds of questions.
We got double doors here. We just opened them both. We're good, bro. We're good.
Remember that nice podcast we had last time? It was
it was really, really calm.
I was gonna ask you guys,
relaxing.
How did it go when I left?
Well, you'll see when the episode drops.
Yeah.
You'll see how it went.
I have a feeling there was a lot of shit talked about me.
Of course not.
When I left.
There was a lot of positive information
positive.
exchange.
All right.
No,
you know what?
It flowed well.
Nelson's going to start doing solo podcasts on Wednesday. No video because Eddie's the only one that knows how to set it up. But there's going to be some audio.
It'll be an ad on Grindr.
Who's to say it already isn't?
Maybe that's our market. Maybe we're missing out.
That's our audience right there. Yeah.
Grindr, if you need a sponsor. Hey.
Yeah.
Sofa Kingdom Podcast.
We even got a face for you guys. Ed.
Hey, listen. Joe Rogan started with the fleshlight, all right?
Yeah, this is true.
We have Uberloop.
This is true.
We have
Uberloop, yes.
Uberloop.
Yes.
We're waiting for you to call us, but
you still have
we're
it.
big fans of your product.
Call us, you bastards. Jesus. I mean, but we love you.
Yeah.
You bastards.
Yeah. Cheap fuckers.
It's like Uberloop, Hocus Pocus. You know what I mean?
Well, Disney's not calling us anytime soon.
No.
We push their stuff, but we shit on their stuff. I like to think this is an honest
But you know what?
platform.
We're fair. Yeah, we're fair. Like, if we like it, we're going to say we like it.
Nothing's all good.
If we don't like it, we're not going to pretend that we don't.
Jordan Peele or wherever is a great director, but
100%.
he's made some shit. I mean, Nope sucked.
Nope was fucking trash.
Quentin Tarantino is a good director. The Hateful Eight sucked. I just, you got to call him like you see him.
Absolutely.
M. Night Shyamalan. He makes good stuff, but he makes not good stuff.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Nobody. I mean, I'm trying to think of a director that makes nonstop hits, and I can't. I'm trying to think of one. I can't.
Like Spielberg, maybe.
I mean, Spielberg knows how to jump on a really good project.
Like War Horse. Did he do War of the Worlds?
Which one?
The one with Tom Cruise.
It wasn't bad though.
But
it stayed true to the original story that was written. I liked it.
Spielberg does good work though. Like Ready Player One.
I mean, you can't. I don't think there's any movie Spielberg made where you're like, that's a real piece of shit.
Right. Yeah. Same with James Cameron. Like James Cameron.
Like there's a minimum level I think that I don't think he dips below.
Same. I would say same with James Cameron. James Cameron is weird in the fact that he does sequels to other people's shit.
Yeah,
and then makes it like a big
better than
action.
the original.
Yeah. he takes Alien, one of the greatest science, and he makes Aliens.
Yeah,
turns it into an action space marine movie. And it's like this is fucking awesome. Terminator 2.
Okay, look,
Cameron,
Steven Spielberg, like the first 4 movies: Jaws, Jurassic Park, West Side Story, Schindler's List.
Oh my God,
E.T.
Schindler's
Saving
List?
Private Ryan.
Holy fuck.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh my God.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, well.
That was a good movie.
I know, but we're fizzling. We're fizzling.
Right,
after Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Characters of a Third Kind.
That's
Back to the Future.
Oh wow.
The Color Purple.
Yeah. You got me fizzling again.
Goonies.
Goonies? Goonies?
Yes.
Oh my God. Legendary.
All right. Minority Report.
Still good. Fizzling though.
He's done all of the Jurassic Parks.
Jesus,
there's like 10 of them. Lincoln.
Jesus God.
He did do War Horse.
Vampire Hunter?
No.
Here it is. Here it is. The movie that shit the bed.
What?
Hook.
No. Hook is great.
What, Robin Williams?
Hook is great.
Oh, come on.
Bangarang, man. Rufio.
I mean, look, think about it.
Rufio.
Robin, if that guy died, would anybody miss him? You know what I mean?
Wow. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Nelson.
How dare you, sir?
We would like to apologize to
no one. Who framed Roger Rabbit? I mean, that was a great one.
Okay, so Spielberg is a director that makes nothing but gold.
Yeah,
Everything he fucking touches.
He even did Gremlins. I didn't know he did fucking Gremlins, bro.
So Steven Spielberg is just one of the greatest directors of all time.
There you go. Really,
he might be better than Scorsese.
Wow, man,
He's
that's
definitely
quite a
better
list.
than Scorsese.
I watched a lot more Spielberg than Scorsese.
I did not realize he made all those.
Yeah.
That's like a who's who. That's like a who's who of pop culture.
He's
Right,
monster,
let's go into Scorsese. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Goodfellas.
Okay,
All
greatest
right.
mob movie of all time.
Taxi Driver.
Legendary.
The Irishman.
Yeah, still great. Still a great
The
film.
Wolf of Wall Street. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Shutter Island.
Now we're fluttering.
The Departed.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Raging Bull.
Unbelievable.
Casino.
Wow.
Gangs of New York.
Oh my God, Scorsese.
Here's where he shit the bed.
Where?
Hugo.
Okay, yeah. Now we're.
Shark Tale.
Never mind. Say no more. Spielberg wins.
I got one more.
Spielberg wins by a nose.
Wow, he did Uncut Gems.
Still.
And I'll give you one more good one. Let's see if we can find it.
He kind of lost the fight at Shutter Island.
Yeah, he did. Like,
like Shutter Island.
It was all right.
Steven Spielberg has got
I didn't realize he
much better
Yeah.
movies. He
You
did
said Schindler's List, and I was like, that's right. My God, what a movie. What the hell?
Yeah.
What a fucking masterpiece of a film.
I mean, but Scorsese and Spielberg, they're both up there as far as directors are concerned. I mean, James Cameron, he's done some pretty big ones.
Your
as
first
well,
movie
right?
is Jaws.
Jaws.
Your first movie.
But James Cameron is constantly creating technology for the movie. Like, his issue is that his vision for the next movie
Avatar
requires
2,
technology to be created to
All right.
make the movie.
In my opinion, we're going to go into James Cameron's list, and this is the last one we're going to do right here. He's up there with Spielberg.
Really?
You've got Avatar,
Okay.
Titanic,
Yeah.
Terminator, all of them.
No, two.
Terminator 1 and 2.
did one?
Aliens. Yep, he did Terminator 1984 and Terminator 1991.
Wow.
Aliens, The Abyss,
Wow.
True Lies,
Holy shit.
Piranha 2.
No.
Rambo. Okay,
Rambo,
we're
which
back.
one?
Rambo First Blood Part 2.
Okay, so that's the one in Afghanistan.
So the first
Yeah.
time
He
it was
does
called
sequels.
Rainbow.
Okay.
He does sequels.
He did Point Break.
Oh,
He did.
Yeah. Spielberg's the king. Spielberg is the king.
I don't even want to say something.
Yeah, exactly. James Cameron makes a lot of money with Titanic and Avatar, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
yeah.
like $3 billion.
they just
right there.
re-released Avatar.
Yeah, I think that's a dick move. So Endgame.
Stop re-releasing shit.
Yeah, Endgame took the cake. They won fair and square after their second release. Avatar released like 6 times.
Yeah.
To keep trying to take
try to
back
keep-
that
I
number one spot.
think they actually did it wasn't just a re-release. I think they actually updated some of the graphics.
Yeah, but that's still a
Who
re-release.
gives a shit?
Get the fuck out of here.
Come
Yeah.
on, James.
They're like, hey, we colored
You made
Hulk
Piranha 2.
purple. And you made Piranha 2.
You made Piranha 2. What the fuck are you doing, James
Like, if
Cameron?
it would have been Sharknado, it would have been respectable.
How enough? Piranha 2?
Piranha 2.
And he made Rambo 2. That's the one where
Bro.
he's in Afghanistan.
Yeah, but like he skipped
No, no,
Piranha
no.
1 and went
No.
right to Piranha 2.
Rambo 3, he goes to Afghanistan. Rambo 2, he goes back to Vietnam and he like does the explosive arrows and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so realistic action heroes. Okay, not superhero action heroes.
Okay.
Realistic depictions of an action hero. Who would be top 2 for you guys?
Gold. How about one? You gotta pick one.
Pick one. Go ahead, go for
Gold
it.
standard.
Gold standard of action heroes.
And it's not an actor. It's a role of an actor in a movie.
Yes, it's
Okay.
a role of an actor in a movie, like
Realistic.
realistic, to a degree. They are still action movies.
I'm gonna go with John McClane from Die Hard.
Ooh.
Because he
That's
bleeds.
the
He's
fir-
everyman.
That's the first time the action hero was an everyday guy.
Yeah, he was the everyman.
He's just a cop with a shitty marriage.
Yeah.
And when he was fighting with no shoes on,
Well, and they said to shoot the glass, and he had to
Yeah.
run. He's in the bathroom picking glass. I was like, oh my god,
bro,
dude, no.
that was a scene. Best Christmas
Mel
movie
Gibson
of all
is
time.
the weapon.
Wow.
Okay, Mel Gibson. Lethal
That's another one where he's not.
PTSD.
It's
PTSD,
yeah.
all fucked up. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
He tries to kill himself. He's always in the bathroom putting a gun in his mouth. Very realistic.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a franchise that they tried to turn it to a show, but man, they kept losing people.
Yeah, they can't do it now because 1, Danny Glover's black, and 2, Mel Gibson's a racist. So that's gonna be really hard to do now.
What if they did come back to work together?
Didn't Danny Glover have a stroke? Isn't he like?
Did he?
I think.
Oh, really? Yeah, he might have.
I think half his face is
That's
paralyzed.
awful news. Thanks for that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry.
Look,
it happens. I'm sorry.
He Val Kilmered it. So let's think. Speaking, I'm gonna have to go with Tom Cruise, Mission Impossibles.
Oh, that was real fucking realistic. Ethan Hunt. Oh yeah.
He does all his own stunts.
Oh yeah. Come on.
All right.
Realistic.
Realistic. Sharon Stone in
Basic Instinct.
All right.
For those of you watching on camera,
Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
All right. Because he was a funny guy.
Why the fuck
he was
do
an
we have
action
to
hero. He delivered the goods.
I still can't believe you shit on Robin Williams. I can't believe that. I can't believe you shit on Flubber like that. That's unbelievable.
Oh shit!
How'd you not like Hook?
What's a hook? Rufio.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's why I didn't like it. Because Peter Pan's a kid. So fuck you.
It's
for
a
stealing my childhood.
He is a kid.
No, he
But
wasn't.
he grew up. He became whatever he does for a living.
So then I guess you're an adult. If you grew up.
Yeah.
Peter Pan's a kid.
But he needs to go back because he's failing as a husband and a father. So he's gonna fucking come on.
So he's not even good at being an adult. And then he has to go back to save the kids as a non-kid.
Oh my god, this is such a fucking
trash.
good movie.
You might as well.
legendary.
You might as well.
Dustin
fail.
Hoffman
Listen, you
is
might as well
fucking Hook.
fail at your marriage and then go back as the maid and dress up as a woman who's British and take care of your kids, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Robin Williams is a goddamn legend.
Listen,
You're free, Genie.
he's a fucking clown.
Speaking of Genie,
In the kids' hospital.
speaking of
Hold on,
Genie,
you let me finish.
Did you just patch at him? I hate you.
Will Smith has a movie
Oh yeah,
coming out on
yeah.
Apple TV.
Yep.
For what?
Emancipation. He's playing a slave on the run.
Yes. So they are in the midst of trying to bring back the Will Smith.
It looks like a real,
Piece of shit.
very direct, strict drama.
Yeah, it looks like a serious.
I already feel
movie.
bad enough about myself. Can we not make it?
Yeah.
Come on. Guys.
Okay, you know what though? But speaking of Will Smith,
I'm sorry.
I wanted to bring.
sorry.
I wanted to bring this up. Like back in the age of the sitcoms, right?
Yep.
I know I'm gonna throw us off on a separate tangent here. Like when you watch them growing up, there are no television shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like Family Matters,
Yeah.
like the original
The
Full
all the
House.
TGIF type shows.
Yeah, where they were kind
The
of
golden age
funny,
of like.
but they taught a lesson
Yeah.
like, along the way.
your multi-cam comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There aren't none anymore, right? Like
No.
there's nothing that I can recollect. It's,
Big Bang Theory is
No.
probably the last one.
Yeah.
That was a sit. Yeah,
That's
Big
the
Bang
last-
Theory
I mean, they
and Modern Family.
They went.
Modern Family.
They
was
went
close.
to redo Boy Meets World, and they did the standard thing they do with young Disney shows. The parents are bumbling idiots. The father especially so. And they're just out of touch with everything, and they can't figure out what the kids are doing. They're not smart enough to keep up. And it ended up taking what was a great show,
Yeah.
and it kind of like, oh, that sucked.
Yeah. You know who really played a great TV dad? Bernie Mac. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. One of my favorite comedians. I don't know if you ever seen the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah, he wasn't as funny as Robin Williams, but he's
Yeah,
pretty
no, fuck out of here. Listen, kings of comedy. So Bernie Mac was
said he
the
was king?
most
Who said he was king? Who made him
realistic.
king?
He was the most
Who
like
crowned him? I never seen King's Comedy. Never saw it.
Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac,
Steve, I'll give it to you.
Cedric the Entertainer,
Yep.
Cedric is all right.
and the other guy. And the other guy.
Robin Williams.
No, it's not about Robin Williams. But
How many of those guys have an Oscar? Robin Williams got
Steve
an Oscar.
Harvey has an Oscar?
Steve Harvey don't have no goddamn Oscar.
Have you not seen Family Feud?
He might have an Emmy. He might be nominated
Have
for
you
an Emmy.
not seen Family Feud? That
Somebody
is
look up. There's no fucking way
Oscar-worthy.
Steve Harvey has an Emmy.
Okay, hold on a
Look
second.
it up. There's no fucking way.
But you're saying an Oscar, right?
Oscar, yes. Academy Award. There's no goddamn way Steve Harvey has one. There's no
right.
goddamn. I can't believe there's a shit on Robin Williams.
Steve Harvey. Oscar.
Hook, Aladdin, Patch Adams, Flubber.
So he was
Jumanji.
actually Steve Harvey was a part of the Oscar slap with Will Smith.
Who gives a shit? Did he fucking win? Did they say, and the winner is Steve Harvey? No, they didn't. They never been said.
He has a humanitarian award.
Oh, big fucking whoopie, goddamn. They hand those out nowadays.
That he purchased himself from the Goodwill. And the yard sale.
And Bruce Jenner has a Woman of the Year award. What the fuck is this? Come on. Jesus Christ.
He also has a dollar store cock and blend.
God damn it.
It's some bullshit. Okay, so he doesn't have an Oscar, but does Robin Williams have an Oscar?
He does. Best Supporting Actor, Good Will Hunting.
Sir.
Boom.
Sir.
Boom.
He did.
Boom.
He did. He no longer lives, so he does not have an Oscar anymore, unless they buried him with that shit like they did the Egyptians back in the day.
Or at least they buried him. They threw Bernie Mac in the fucking river. Bernie Mac is floating in the Hudson.
Oh, God, we're going to hell.
Yeah, that Will Smith, huh?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so Will Smith has got a movie. Straight to Apple TV.
Back to the hard-hitting Will Smith.
Yeah. Not that hard, though, because Chris Rock didn't go down.
He's still standing.
You can't drop Chris Rock. You need to work on your punching power.
Oh, shit. He should have sent Jada up there.
Oh,
She would have got the job
Jada
done.
was
She would have got and she would have stood over him like, I dated Tupac.
And
I
Tupac-
dated Tupac.
Tupac
bitch."
would have shot Chris Rock.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So let's look at it that way.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully, that didn't work out that way because Chris would be dead.
All right. I mean, you like Robin Williams so much. What was his best role?
His best role was in Good Will Hunting when he won his Oscar.
Good Will Hunting.
That monologue he does on the bench
Yeah.
with Matt Damon is legendary. If you haven't seen it,
It was
Google that shit.
that was a great movie.
That's a fantastic.
But I feel like
movie.
we're missing a really, you know what? Stupid as it is, Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji's a great fucking movie.
Jumanji was like one of those movies that's like whole family kind of Jurassic Parky.
I mean,
but like it was dope.
Does Robin Williams have a bad movie?
Oh my God, yeah. There's one where he went to hell. His like wife died, and like it was supposed to be a drama.
It was a weird. I just thought it was a weird art piece movie.
Yeah, and then he was in another movie where he was a murderer, and it had something to do with developing photos.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
the
right.
one I'm
It
forgetting.
was towards the end of his career, but yeah, he definitely has had some stinkers. He also played Popeye.
Like 1 hour photo or some weird shit like
Popeye.
that.
He played Popeye.
Yeah. Dead Poet Society. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
That's another really good movie on his behalf.
Yeah.
But were you thinking of What Dreams May Come? Was that
Yes,
the name
What
of the
Dreams
movie?
May Come is the one where I forget what happens. His wife dies or something, and he goes and gets her. And it's like a weird
It's
Dante's
a weird
Inferno
ass
type
movie. Yeah.
Good Morning
I
Vietnam.
didn't hate
Good
it.
Morning Vietnam is
Yeah,
a good movie.
I didn't dislike it, but I was like, man, this is some weird shit for a Robin Williams movie.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't a bad movie.
But you know what? His
A little
movies
weird, but
his movies are all over the place.
Yeah.
Like from toys to Night at the
Bicentennial
Museum.
Man.
really sad guy.
Yeah.
Really sad guy. So it's one of those things where you wouldn't even guess he was depressed.
No, to be honest, like some of the,
I believe he had
like
a
the
form
most
of,
iconic roles and movies.
I believe he had a
played
form of
in.
dementia also, and
Oh, really?
it's a form that you can't get tested for when you're alive. They can only discover it after your death.
Jesus God. So that's a great thing to couple with depression.
Yeah, well, I think it also causes. I think one of the things I think it causes is depression.
Contributing factor to
Yes.
it. Okay. And no disrespect to Bernie Mac. I loved him in
No,
Transformers.
no.
He was a hell of a car
Listen.
salesman.
We're all just joking here, mainly for the most part.
We do throw a lot of shade Val Kilmer's. Well, you throw a lot of
Yes,
shade Val Kilmer's.
yes. You as in Edward, because Nelson, he's a good guy.
Oh, is he?
Sure.
Is he a good guy?
So tell me, what you guys talk about when I left?
We had an interesting conversation. We threw
Mostly
yeah.
video games
Video
and
games
online gaming.
Yeah, we bounced a lot of positive thoughts off each other.
all
Yeah.
right.
There's no negativity.
I'm really happy for you guys. The podcast went well without me.
Oh, that's a good thing. What are you guys playing right now? We haven't really discussed that in a long time.
Okay.
I have no idea what the hell you guys
I
are playing right now.
am not playing any video games, but I have been playing a new board game. It's called Dice Throne.
Yes, excellent
shit.
game.
And it's fantastic. It really is. It's like Magic the Gathering meets Yahtzee,
Yeah.
for a better way to describe it. But intriguingly enough is like it has a really good one-on-one 2v2 battle format, but they have an adventures game that they had made an add-on for, where you can almost play like Dungeons and Dragons, without having to get into the more intricate part of building your character.
Yep.
Because the way you build your character
is it a similar genre? Is it like a fantasy style?
It is. It's a fantasy style game, and just recently they put out a superhero version of it. So they've got like 10
all the Marvel characters
that you can utilize with the traditional
barbarian. The main 10 Marvel characters right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Really good, fun game. Like you could play an adventure.
It's called Dice Throne.
Dice Throne.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should probably check that out.
I would definitely recommend it for a good tabletop game. Easy to pick up and play. We watched the video and we were
Can you play it and drink?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. It's a fun game. Easy to play. What about you?
Me? In between school and tests and studying and shit, I've been trying to game more because it keeps me at home, keeps me, not out spending money that I don't fucking have. I'm a JRPG guy. You guys know that.
Yeah.
That's why I play on the PS5. Yes. And rather than wait for a good one to come out, since all Square Enix puts out is a generic action RPG shit like Valkyrie Elysium and shit like that. I'm not going to play that. I'm smarter than that. So I've been diving into some older stuff that I never really got around to beating.
Okay.
Today I started Nino Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch remastered. It was a game made by Studio Ghibli. Same animation as like My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke. Like he's basically the Japanese Disney.
Okay.
Miyazaki.
Yes.
So basically, he helped do the artwork on this game. It's fantastic. It's lighthearted. It's about a boy named Oliver. His mom dies of some kind of heart complication. He gets pulled into this world where this fairy says he can actually save his mom because it's a parallel world. The artwork is fucking beautiful.
A little bit of an isekai.
Yes. It's light. It's colorful. The whole game is just fun. There's no blood. It's just like this magical experience. I'm like, you know what? This is exactly what the fuck I need right now. So and I'm enjoying it. It's got like a Pokemon-esque thing to it where you catch these familiars and have them fight with you in the battle. And I'm addicted. I started it today. I put 7 hours in today. I would never play during my nursing class. I would never do that.
Never once.
But they don't have to see my hands on the Zoom.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be doing other things.
I could be doing other things. But I might have been playing Nino Kuni.
A little zoom. But
zoom with the boom boom.
Hey, you know what? We were talking about it before you got here. It's like I haven't seen a game. Like I'm waiting for the next Skyrim to come out. Honestly, that's the only thing I've been
for a while.
Yeah.
That I'm
I keep
looking
seeing
forward to.
I keep seeing ads for new Elder Scrolls Online.
I mean,
expansions.
Starfield is going to be the next thing that's probably big like a Skyrim.
Oh, what was the name of that game? And it's probably
God of War Ragnarok comes out in November.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one that we seen where it was like a Japanese style game. That looks like something I could
the
get
one where he was
into.
jumping from roof to roof.
Yeah.
That looked the wind. Something about the wind.
Yes, that
where the winds meet
where the
or
winds
something
meet,
like that.
where the
Yeah.
winds meet or
that I
something.
will play before.
Yeah,
Skyrim.
that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks dope.
If you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, you should play that.
Okay, all right. And I love a good older game. You know me. Like I went back and played Mass
could
Effect
probably-
1, 2, and 3.
Dude, you could probably download that on your Xbox if you want to get something that's like.
It's not
Ninjas-
that old of a game
No,
either.
it's not. 2019, 2020. It's like you could either play samurai style or ninja style, and you repel the Mongolian invasion on the island of Tsushima. It's legit.
right.
You can really dive into that game.
Okay,
It's
what's it
unbelievable.
called again?
A Ghost of Tsushima.
All right.
So I would recommend going.
I'll give
into
it a
that.
shot. I'll give
Ed,
it a
what
shot.
the hell are you playing?
I am finishing up Cyberpunk.
Okay.
I literally only have 2 missions left open. My one side mission, and then the mission where I went to go do it, and it's like, this is, beyond this point, you can't go back. So I'm like,
Don't want to go around that.
go
point.
finish my... Cause everything else, the map is empty. All of the other things, literally,
Don't you
every
respect the game that
single
tells you, though?
tiny... I love it. I love it when it tells
Are you sure you want to go forward? Because
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking not be able to come back.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm like, great. I'll just go finish my little side mission over here, and then I'll come back to it. I've really enjoyed the game.
It's the old save point right before the boss thing, you know?
yes.
Like, you know something's coming.
Yeah, as soon as you start walking up to the door, the little message pops up like, this is the point of no return.
And there's a big open space
If you
ahead.
ha-
You're like,
yeah.
I ain't going out there.
If you have
got
something to
unresolved
finish...
issues.
I ain't
Go
going
do it
out
now.
there.
Exactly.
I'm not ready to meet God yet.
I love when they do something like that. But honestly, I'm coming into the last mission now, and I've literally did everything on the map. I've enjoyed it. It hasn't overstayed its welcome like the last Assassin's Creed did, where you would get into the end of it, you're like, for fuck's sake, please tell me this is the last mission.
Yeah, I thought about diving down that hole again. I actually uninstalled Assassin's Creed Valhalla because how big it was, how much space it took up on the PS5.
Yeah.
I actually uninstalled it, and I thought about putting it back on, saying, "Hey, do you want to get all the achievements?" Fuck no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That game is just literally you're doing the same thing over and over again, and you get to a point.
Grinding.
If you can beat one enemy, you can beat a million.
I mean,
enemies.
really,
It's
they
ridiculous.
didn't need the whole like world of the gods also between the regular world and then their old multi maps. It was just too.
I'm gonna
much.
say it. That was fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was
when
too
I went
much.
to Valhalla and I was supposedly playing the role of like one of the gods.
That
I was like,
that
this is
could have
dumb.
been
This
its
is dumb.
own.
Right,
That
you
could have
didn't
been
want-
its own game.
Yes,
like
that
it
was-
was too much additional to be added on. But
But you got to give them credit for trying something new.
They had
right?
ambition,
Yeah,
but
because that's what
yeah.
I miss about the golden age of gaming, like Xbox 360 when that was out.
yeah,
And was that PlayStation 3 or 2?
Three.
You walked into the GameStop and it was just like 30 different fucking games. I was like, I'll buy this one, I'll buy
Yeah.
this. And you're trying different games. And whether, like, I would like 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3.
I still
when
remember the
bought 'em.
magic of Oblivion on 360.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
wasn't
was
it?
great.
It was
Yeah.
dope
Great.
to find a new game and then get lost in it for a little while, even if it was like a week or two, and then on to a new something like Crackdown, right? Crackdown was a delightful, just 2-3 weeks. I had fun with it, got rid of the game. You know what I mean? Like I miss those days because
I
everything
don't know if
seems
they're
like
coming back
big
either,
properties.
dude. I went into the GameStop the other day and it was
Sad.
slim pickings.
It was sad.
you might want to try Deathloop if your Game Pass is still active.
Oh, yeah.
Guy recommended that to me the
'Cause
other day in the store.
Deathloop is a highly rated game.
Okay.
It was a game that it was exclusive to PlayStation. But like many things that were PlayStation, it was a timed exclusive, not a full exclusive.
Is that a roguelike?
It is a roguelike.
So it's similar to like Hades.
So, but you are playing in a loop. So you have like a series of people you have to assassinate before the
repeats
time
itself.
is up.
The day repeats itself.
Yes. So you're trying to find like the best path to successfully complete your mission.
Sweet. And who's the end boss? Robin Williams?
Sure, why not?
Dun, dun, dun. And on that note, thank you for joining us at the Sofa Kingdom Podcast, where you can find us on all your social media platforms at
Sofa Kingdom OFC.
where Ian was really upset that we're ending on Robin Williams as the last boss for you to kill off.
YouTube, Sofa Kingdom Podcast.
Ian,
Don't like us. don't share. Don't tell anyone about us. Just. As a matter of fact, turn this off right now. If you can
Love
hit
it.
the unlike button,
you love it. There's no unlike button, so just hit the like.
I need some more platforms need that unlike button and
Yeah,
then some
big deal.
downvote. There's
Yeah.
some shitty things that pop around. Like I just want to downvote this.
I wish there was a
thing.
hate button. Like
Yeah.
a fucking
Yes.
I would
profusely
love
hate.
a hate
Yeah.
button.
A hate
Yeah.
button. Dude, that's an invention we need to
Or a
invest in.
purge button.
Yes.
Yeah, where we could vote to purge them.
I missed the Unabomber.
Real visionary.
Yes.
Oh, that was good. That was raw. I like it.
I apologize to the family, Rob Williams.
That makes one of us.